So the first question, are we still in business? We were so surprised by this question. So after answering yes, we had to ask, why you want to ask? So it turned out that some of you couldn't reach some people who were actually in this industry. Therefore, we're in a panic mode and started calling everyone to see who's still around. Question is, I'm losing money everywhere. In stocks, in real estate, in private equity, what to do? So our answer actually ties very nicely to our answer to point number 1 above. Most service providers turn out to be commission-based and earn their living through transaction revenue. That's why they tend not to care too much about how assets perform post-transaction, because that's not part of their job. Some people could not be reached in trying times, either because they could just walk away after the transaction was done, or they could no longer sustain their revenue stream due to the drop in the volume, therefore they quit. We, however, run a completely different model. We tie our profits with how assets perform and do not depend on transaction revenue. So it is in our and in the asset's best interest to reduce risk, reduce liability, while delivering above market returns for the long run. So from the beginning, our goal is to not seek ultra high returns and simply focus on getting above average returns on solid assets while minimizing risks. So our returns have been averaging about 10.3 annually, while we reduce so much risk that we can sleep soundly even in times like this. So if this approach sounds too boring to you and you want a much higher return, you don't need to waste your time to continue listening to this episode. However, this is aligned with your philosophy and you're happy with 10%-ish return, then we do have some practical recommendations that we shared with many of you in 2022 who reached out to us. For those of you who have followed us for some time now, you probably noticed that we really put money where our mouth is. So we usually share what we practice ourselves. And everything can be summed up in 2 words: asset swap.